update because they do a good job of the transparency when they drop the dev updates and stuff like that. They don't even double that. So I'm going to give the edge to Marvel Rivals on that one. I think Marvel Rivals is still relevant. It's still averaging 100,000 players on Steam alone. I mean, if you combine console, I'm pretty sure there's like 300,000 to 500,000 people still playing Marvel Rivals right now. Oh, and then they gave PS4 support, unfortunately. But I mean, that did add to the player base. So I'm gonna give the edge to Marvel Rivals on that one. It did. We can't act like Marvel Rivals wasn't. It did. Well, it came out like December of last year, so it makes it. But it was still banging this year. Their communication is excellent. I can appreciate that they listen to the community. Facts, facts, facts. Best mobile game: Destiny Rising, Persona 5, Phantom X, Sonic Rumble, Muzumazi, Pretty Derby. Oh, is that Pony Game Ethos is playing? And Wither and Waves. That shit gonna win, bro. It is. This going. That definitely had a crazy moment. That definitely had a crazy moment. Yeah, the Pony Game gonna win. the Boo Way Through Pony Racer. Best indie game. Uh, Absolute. Ball X Hit, Blueprints, Expedition 33, Hades 2, and Silk Song. I'm gonna be honest, it's probably between these three. Y'all know my bias. I'm gonna pick this one, but I can see a world where one of these two win. Matter of fact, I wouldn't be surprised if this one wins because if it doesn't win something, the night of the award show, Jeff Keighley knows the fucking internet is going to lose their shit. But it's between those three, I think. Let's see. Best fighting game: 2XKO, Capcom Fighting Collection 2, Fatal Fury City of Wolves, Mortal Kombat Legacy Collection, and Virtual Fighter 5. Let's go ahead and wrap up this section. Go ahead and give it to 2XKO. This shit's still beta. That's the part. Wrap this shit up. This shit sucks. No lobbies. This shit was hella disappointing. It's a fucking collection, and this game is 20 years old. Let's go ahead and pack this up. 2XKO got that. That's an easy pick. Best family game, aka best Nintendo game. Donkey Kong Bonanza, Lego Party, Lego Voyagers, Mario Kart World, Sonic Racing Crossroads, and Split Fiction. The tough category. Briefly, I think it's between Split Fiction and Donkey Kong. Me personally, my bias, I would pick Split Fiction. My favorite game for the year. But I'm gonna give the edge to Donkey Kong for the simple fact that the yeah, Nintendo bias. So I feel like the team will probably get the edge. And on top of that, plus a banger. It's one of the things I wish I had switched to for, but I'm not buying. So I'm gonna get the edge on that one. Let's see. Best action adventure game: Death Stranding 2 on the beach, Yossi Yote, Silk Song, Indiana Jones, The Great Circle, and Split Fiction. This is a tough category. A lot. Tough category. I can hold you. Any of these will go all back. I'll tell you this much. The games I think that have the biggest chance of winning is probably no CEO tonight. Oh, I know. No CEO and then probably Indiana Jones, but then people love Indiana Jones would be better than no CEO. But I think no CEO is actually probably going to be inside of this bunch. People love Death Stranding too. Love Silk Song. If I had to pick, I'd say it's between Silk Song, Split Fiction, and maybe Death Stranding too. But I feel like it's between Silk Song and Split Fiction. I'd probably go with Split Fiction. Death loves Vegeta, that's right. Death loves Vegeta. That's why I said Death Stranding too. It's a no. It's gonna be a tough year. I feel like it's gonna be a lot of drama. For anybody who said it's a great year for gaming, shut the fuck up. Because I feel like the previous years, I was able to go through this pretty quickly. Feel like how this was. There's some competitive sections here. Best action game: Battlefield 6, New Dark Ages, Hades 2, got 4, Shinobi, Art of the Vengeance. I feel like Battlefield is probably the one that's outside the shooter sections here. So I feel like it's between Battlefield or really like Hades 2. Those are the top three. I feel like I'm going to edge to Ninja Gaiden for though. And you got the force, old yes to action, beat 'em up. That's all about skill, reflexes, combos. I feel like I'm gonna give edge to what you got. That one. That shit ain't loving for real. That's the new thing. I'm gonna go ahead and pick this one up. Expedition 33. That's not even. That's not even the thing. That's not even. I ain't hear the soundtrack. I'm sure it is, but I don't need to hear it. Oh, I will go to a concert. Oh yeah, I will go to a concert.
That Johnny guy doesn't really know Aisha,
That
does
shit
he?
was fire. I'm not gonna hold you. That shit's stuck in my bucket. It's not that like Expedition 33. It's gonna win. Say go see your team. Go see your team. It's cool. Had a little lo-fi go, but the problem with the lo-fi is there was like 5 tracks of it. But that shit had 100-something songs on that joint. That's why the vinyl like $100, bro. Best performance. I'm gonna go ahead and pack this one up. It's going to Expedition 33. And this is what I said earlier. They might, in some of these other categories, they might give it to other games, but the Expedition 33 is going to be the best. Expedition, and one of these three is going to win. One of these win. In Expedition 33. Just give it to them all. Just give it to them all. You know, play, got two shoots. Troy Baker, just Troy Baker, cool. Chicken Sunshine, cool. But it is, it's making things cry, man. Not me, don't talk. That's narrative. Expedition 33, that's training 2, go see Young Take you with number 2 on Silent Hill.
Oh, what the fuck?
You got yourself a problem now. I need you guys! It's on now, S.A. Get your ass back here! We ain't through yet! The Saints... Julius wasn't fucking around when he said you were hard. Shit, man. I'm glad you're on our side.
Head over to the docks. Troy got a tip that the Canales called in a heavy hitter from out of town. Make sure he never gets a chance to hook up with Lopez.
You know what? I didn't play this shit. Well, y'all know about I feel like it's a lot of people said they were stepping up on this game. How do you feel like in terms of competition that they Kingdom Come to? When dramatically narrative expedition bigger than something like the expedition 30 years Silent Hill's narrative it has to be commentary on society. At the top of the sleep, they just gonna be walking on stage and words and like Kendrick. I feel like Yeltsin should be compared to, you know what? Compared to that movie, the investigation. Most of Yeltsin is a very simple story. Her family died, she spent a lot with the story. So yeah, I enjoy that should be a conversation. Best multiplayer. The Shrouds and Park Raiders, Battlefield 6, Ultimate Nightmare, and Split Fiction. It's between these 3 games: Split Fiction, Battlefield 6, and Arc Raiders. If we're going by recency bias, I'd say Arc Raiders is going to win it. But I would not count Battlefield 6 and Split Fiction out. Me personally, I would pick Battlefield 6. I'm genuinely surprised how much I enjoy Battlefield history. I'm still playing it on the stage. What surprised me most about Battlefield 6 is it got me back into VR. Y'all fucking stupid dark. Genuinely enjoying Red Set Diablo games. Arc Raiders, for me, I feel like, I mean, that's where Arc Raiders is. I hate, like, it didn't resonate with me the same. But I would say it doesn't. I don't understand. Like, I feel like I don't think Battlefield 6 was cool. But, I don't and it's a solid game, but like, you know, that's what I'm best game direction, Expedition 33, Stranded 2, Ghost of Yellowtail, Demise 2, Fiction. I feel like this one's really tough. This is the most challenging one. I feel like it's gonna go with Demise 2. Even though I did play Death Stranding 2, I know it's super creative in its storytelling. That's part of the game direction. But I feel like the conversation, I don't know why this. Like I said, the game direction on this is very simple. Her family died. This would be a solid better for me. Game direction, very creative on this. I feel like it's storytelling, obscure storytelling, fire. And again, a great thing. And a lot of people that that's not Expedition 3. That's Stranded 2, Ghost of Yellowtail, and Silence of the Lab. This is actually tough. I'm not going to lie.
Head over to
The
the
tough
docks.
one.
Troy got a
It's
tip
tough.
that the
This is
Canales
all
called
such
in a heavy
different
hitter from out of
games.
town. Make sure he never gets a
Battlefield
chance to
6
hook up
has
with
great
Lopez.
audio design, explosions, footsteps, the gunshots, that it has that move to it. That's what makes it feel good. It deserves to be. This has great audio design, mainly battle track, sound effects when you're fighting, stuff like that. I think that's fun. There's no cinematics. And Silent Hill has great audio design because it just follows footsteps, the eeriness, the atmosphere of the game. In my opinion, it's between Silent Hill, Expedition, and Battlefield. But I think this is the dark horse. I feel like this is audio on the Silent Hill. These are pretty competitive. Best art direction, Expedition 33, Death Stranding 2, Ghost of Yellowtail, Demise 2, and I would like to say song. Art direction, I would say Expedition 33 is Silk Song and Death Stranding 2. Those art styles stand up. The Demise 2 is like good already in this game. And Ghost of Yellowtail is good already in the first game. It's just a better game. But Expedition 33, especially with lighting. So the same thing with Death Stranding, it's lighting. And then Silk Song, it's got that cell shaded style, but it has a big layer to it. It is a game that stands
Head over
out.
to the docks.
Troy
Troy got a tip that the Canales called in a heavy hitter from out of town. Make sure he never gets a chance to hook up with Lopez.
Expedition 33, Death Stranding 2, Donkey Kong, Demise 2, Hollow Knight, and Kingdom Come. No folks, no time, no art rating. I told you this was gonna be a very competitive year. Not only the art rating, when it gave it here, this shit was never getting nominated. Now, yo, that's how I'm telling your favorite streamers to only play no games. Only one game. This was the year where they were going to beat some hard cuts. And I'm not going to hold it to you. For me, it's competitive for game of the year. Not on my personal bias, I want this one to win. Because it's a $50 game. That's 50 to 70 hours. Story. Amazing team combat. Amazing music. They got so many people. That's why I want to win. That being said, I'm going to describe if this one works. That's a strong contender. And probably these two. I think they'll dislike it. Just go this way. If this one works, Kojima, let's go with Kojima gave Death. Give it a ball. Kojima Glaze, you stand up. They just like randomly announced it, but when it came out, everybody loved that shit. Like, I took it and switched to like watching bananas in the eyes of that shit. Two looking over there, and those fellow 2K. Alright, so that's what I think is going to win Game of the Year. Now let's shift the conversation to this. A couple games now, the end of the Game of the Year, some in the greater gaming industry. Probably the only game that they played outside of typical cycle games. AKA the Ball and Gun Gamer. Ball and Gun Gamer plays Call of Duty, FIFA, 2K, Madden, Fortnite, and GTA. They usually play one different game a year, and they think it's the most mind-blowing shit.
Mm-hmm.
Usually it's not. In fact, The Last of Us. So what game do we think that's not going to win? It's going to piss off the Ball and Gun Gamers. Yeah, like Sparking Zero. I'm trying to think. The Ball and Gun Gamers. This Game of the Year contention right here is rough for the Ball and Gun Gamers. Because Ball and Gun Gamers didn't play none of this shit, bro. They didn't play none of it. So they have no say in the conversation. Yeah, I think it might be Arc-Raiders. If it doesn't win Best Multiplayer, the Arc-Raiders community might lose it. Especially if Battlefield 6 beats it. I don't know why. There's like this 8 over Battlefield 6 people won't let you to fail. But I think the Arc-Raiders community, yeah, they might be the community that gets pissed off if their shit doesn't win. That shit only one section, that's crazy. Yeah, I'm not sure Ball and Gun Gamers can compute this list. I don't understand. You did 5 of them. Oh my goodness. Snubs, Kazaa for Best Action, the Split Fiction for Game of the Year. I think Split Fiction should have been the Game of the Year conversation. I agree. Should have only put Kazaa in that section too. I don't think it would have won, but I think it should go instead of Shinobi Art of Vengeance. I would have put Kazaa for Berserker there. I agree. I'm gonna do my own list in December of like my favorite games. I think we're gonna find time to sneak in this patch. I think the way I'm gonna do it is like S tier is my top 5, A tier is my bottom 5, so 6 to 10, and then after that, like everything else. That's the I'm not gonna give you the title. And you said no. Fuck. It's back, so I don't have an opinion on it. I'm gonna try to get to it though, because we got time. Try to run through these games. Ninja got it on for like should take lunch to A tier list. Yeah, I would potentially if he does that. That's his thing. You know, this is the first year that COD is not nominated for any award. It's just suck. I see so much hatred in my algorithm for Call of Duty. People are finally waking up. That shit is fucking ass, bro. Launch, like nature is healing. I need y'all to understand this. Launch weekend, Call of Duty had sub 100,000 players, man. Let's see, Black Ops 7, Steam, Nature is fucking healing. Steam, Black Ops 7's launch day Steam player count is significantly lower than last year's Call of Duty, suggesting Arc-Raiders and Battlefield 6 made a heavy portion of its launch. Yeah, there it is right there. Oh, there we go right there. Yeah, there's 71,000 players right now. It peaked at 91. It didn't even hit 100,000. That's crazy for Call of Duty. Which makes me wonder how many players are on console and how many are on Game Pass. I wonder if it's even 5 on it. You know, 250,000 or something like that. The casuals got just they jump shit, and I'm happy. It's gonna make the game better. Or they can just stop making it all together. They can break. Watch it still sell 25 million. Right, Ice. I think that's the real thing. We gotta wait for them to come out and see if they release the numbers. If Activision comes out and still brags about numbers, then it did fine. It just didn't do fine. Because to be fair, people were dunking on the PC version. There was a world where it just a lot of people maybe they didn't buy it on Steam. Maybe they primarily got it on Game Pass on console. But I will say, look at the all-time peak 3 years ago. It was almost 500,000 players. You combine that with console, obviously really good players. This is a good indication that there's less interest. This is a great. Keep in mind, this is launch weekend. This is a healthy number, like 6 months to a year down the road. But launch weekend, launch. That means it's only going to go down because I don't see them captivating more players. Maybe when the Warzone drops, but we'll see. We'll be keeping an eye on this. Nature might be healing, ladies and gentlemen. hope it does. You saw the Game of the Year nominations. Y'all need to try something else, man. I hope one day Call of Duty goes back to its former glory and not slop. I hope one day Activision takes all that money that Microsoft paid them to just fucking and just fucking listen for it. See, open. What did you doing? Oh, wait, it's your thing. Oh, this is weird. I can't do this. I can't see up here. I can't do this. Oh, that's one downside to this shit. I cannot click inside of here. I wonder if I just switch it to. Yeah, but it got like that. Unless that's a setting. Oh, well. No signal. What is Anglo's like here? Next few issues of Absolute Batman are out of control. Oh, this is the right for Batman. I believe it. I believe it. Is that coming out this month? Next month? I believe it. But like, we all have. Who was out in the woods to take that picture of Zelda? Yo. Alright, what else we got? In other news, Call of Duty having a downfall. This came across my timeline, and this was interesting. A rumor's floating around that shot to Germany, certain Call of Duty streamers are currently under contract to not play any other game besides Black Ops 7 on stream for an entire week. And then Tom Henderson, you know who this is? Tom Henderson is owner of Insider Gaming. I use them as a source a lot. They're very reputable. The owner of Insider Gaming says, this is interesting. I was pursuing this story 4 or 5 weeks ago. Back then, some agencies were enforcing a no-go to creators where they couldn't stream any other game in the same genre during the contract period, even if they wanted to play organic. Translation, anybody streaming Call of Duty last and probably this week was banned for playing Battlefield 6 and Arc Raiders. NPR even told me over the phone that this is normal in the industry, but I've only ever heard it on mobile gaming spaces, not AAA. Regardless, there's no compete clauses can be negotiated out. Perhaps a story for another time, but creators have seen some of the biggest dollar signs ever for sponsorships this past few months. Competition was good. Translation, he's just trying not to get in trouble. He's basically saying, little birdie, but this story is true. And you know what? Believe it, because you know the funny thing is,
Yes.
I want to double
Fuck yes, let's go.
Black Ops 7 this past weekend, just to kind of get a vibe. Like maybe I'm missing out. Maybe they can sell me on this game. Every stream I watched, people playing Black Ops 7, nobody looked like they were having fun. And to be fair, it didn't look like they hated the game either. It just looked like everybody was going through the motions. And I'm like, yeah, you niggas getting paid. It didn't look like anybody had fun, like, and it just looked like they were just doing something. I'm just like, bro, you could be doing anything else, bro. Y'all want this dumbass shit, bro. They shot boy legit exposed him. What'd he say?
Hey man,
This is definitely true swag, like he was hurt playing that shit. That's one of the streams I watched. I pulled up Swag stream, and he just didn't look like he was having fun. I was just like, yeah. You know, this is where it feels good to be truly independent. You know?
Well, now you can carry that. Forget most time.
Like,
It was this horrible
let me not you and make you take the plan B.
Know the value of risk. 25 years of relentless pursuit.
Our department conducted us. My vision is going to teach you everything about how to connect. What are you doing?
Just added a pick of religion, so we're going to do the tasks that you want.
Just like,
What about tasks?
that's right. I'm just saying, everybody out. Let me clear it. Come on! Job was more important than that shit. Him sounding bored himself. Yeah, so I want to see the game last. I don't see it lasting the test of time. I don't. Yeah, I'm gonna play this. Hey, this shit fun as hell, Chad. I'm gonna play this shit off stream. You gonna go ahead and finish this mission off stream. So, your favorite streamers and having fun playing Black Ops 7. That's probably why you're forced to play that shit. And then other Call of Duty news, Call of Duty adjacent news. Yeah, tap in. And Ubisoft is sponsorship. We'll go ahead and finish the straight up off stream. Aston Martin was originally going to be a new Splinter Cell, according to Ubisoft devs, former Ubisoft devs, who went on to make this patch, but the publisher changed plans to chase those big Call of Duty bugs. Why am I just now learning that this patch is made by former Ubisoft devs? What the fuck? I just find I didn't know. So wait, you mean to tell me Ubisoft is so creatively bankrupt? A bunch of devs left to go make Expedition 33, and then another group of devs left to go make Dispatch. 2 games, not one, but 2 games that people are screaming should be getting of the year were made by former Ubisoft devs. This is so vindicating for me that you niggas are gonna give me my flowers because I already told y'all the problem with the industry is what? Corporate greed. I've been saying, imagine being an artist, a painter who can do anything. These niggas have to pay their family to feed their families. Do you think these people want to come to work and make the same Call of Duty or the same open world Ubisoft game? So I gotta say kudos to these developers leaving these studios with the money they have. I'm encouraging all y'all. If y'all want from Activision, Bethesda, get on a private disc. It's gotta be private. Matter of fact, get on Signal. Get on Signal, because you know Rockstar over here, union busting on the Discord.
Yeah.
Put Signal group chat going. Get 20 to 50 of y'all. Be like, look, y'all, are you happy? Is your house a home? If we should form our own team, maybe we should pull our resources and make what the fuck we want. Make our own studio. I told y'all the talent is there, but the problem is the greed. I did not know this. That makes me want to play it even more. Fuck Ubisoft. Goofy ass company. Stefan, may have not been a spectacular flop as Concord, but it was another stark example of how. I don't know how you pronounce that shit. How you pronounce that? Boring? Oh, let's try this out. Online gaming can be in today's industry, lasting for a very short time. Okay. Ephemeral online gaming. A lot of you niggas is ephemeral and fucking better. What's the fit? That's there. Online gaming can be in today's industry. Ubisoft's multiplayer shooter released in 2024 with a not insignificant critical acclaim, with PC gamers Jake Tucker calling it a breath of fresh air spirit dominated by Call of Duty. But it shut down less than a year later as its initially strong player count did slip away quickly. I always thought it was a shame that Ace Defiant never got a proper chance to thrive. That's why I think it's funny when they don't be trying to learn this shit like that. There's no shame in my game. I don't know a fucking word. Y'all see I always book that shit right up. You know why? Because there's a new way to fucking troll. You gotta learn to read from the class. But I'm especially sad now that I'm under the Ace Defiant's failure cost. Wait. I always thought it was a shame that Ace Defiant never got a proper chance to thrive. But I'm especially sad now that I've learned that Ace Defiant's failure cost us. Before they ended up making a live service multiplayer shooter, the founding members of Antioch Studio were originally working on a new Splinter Cell game. According to Bloomberg, former Telltale designers Nick Herman, Dennis Leonard, and Pierre Charette joined Ubisoft in 2017, bringing the storytelling chops that made Tales from the Borderlands so well liked into a new Splinter Cell project, which Herman was thrilled to be bringing back from the grave. I'm so excited to be a part of this and help revitalize it, because it had been dormant for a while, Herman explained. And we thought we could tell a great story and do something this fans love. Think about the creativity of the storytelling in Dispatch, but put it inside of the universe of Splinter Cell. It could have been an amazing game. The talent was there, but the opportunity is not. Platform. But according to the report, the project only ran for a few months before Ubisoft's executives weighed in, having decided that live service game for the future let. Him and the team tried to preserve some of their project by catering these whims. Let's make a narrative live service game, but we were trying to make that make sense, and a lot of cool prototypes were made. Ubisoft's interest in more Splinter Cell continued to dwindle as the publisher grew obsessed with chasing Call of Duty, hence why X-Defiant ended up looking and playing the way that it did. Herman says the Splinter Cell project was exciting to work on for the first 6 months because we thought we were going to be able to make something really great. Yet over time, it became clear that Ubisoft just wasn't interested in the team's ideas. We realized that all they care about, they don't anymore. Commentating games.
We're gonna tear you up.
Translation. They had a cool game in pre-production, but Ubisoft ruined it. Ubisoft came in and looked at the game that they were making and said, pretty cool. So how could we put maybe some towers that we can climb and maybe sprinkles around the map, maybe sprinkles some
No.
liberates around the camp for, for Sam Fisher to liberate. Maybe we could do some pointless side quests or something like that. It was like, what the fuck are you talking about? But it just wasn't about it. Like, cool, now we got a first-person shooter. You saw so stupid they couldn't work on the first dodge. Your game developers, your game having skill-based matchmaking is not a selling point. That is not going to generate sales for your game. I said this when X-Defiant came out, but to be fair, that's only one sample size. We now have 2 sample sizes. The next being Black Ops 7. They came out and said the game will not have skill-based matchmaking in most of the playlists. And look at it. The worst launch in Call of Duty, recent Call of Duty history. We don't care. Stop trying. We live in a society where everybody's trying to optimize for algorithms and these player retention rates. You guys gotta get back to making things from the fucking heart. When Super Smash Bros. Was made, Sakurai never had an intention to put this algorithm or this crazy retention type mechanics, engagement-based matchmaking into the system. He just wanted to make a fun game from his heart. He said, this is what I think is cool and I hope you guys enjoy it. And that's what art should be. Not everything is going to be for everybody. If you want to have lasting effect, you gotta have some art in this shit. What the fuck is wrong with you, son? God, everything. Maybe matchmake this big, wait for art. That's why it's actually resonating with people. That shit have art. Art Raiders has heart, man. I seen a really cool clip of Courage zip line to the top of one of those super robots and Art Raiders, and he planted a mine inside the body and blew the bitch up from the inside like it was some Ant-Man shit. I said, that's cool as hell. That's what people, that's nothing to do with a fucking algorithm. That's just some superhero shit that every nigga on Earth want to do. That's what you need to focus on, man. Just make the game fucking fun. And speaking of not fun, let's talk about this fucking corporate fuck, GameStop.
Yeah, talk about it.
It's foot traffic. For those on the been GameStop in recent years, I don't blame you. It's a fucking wasteland. If you ever watched the Fallout TV show, it looks just like that. You walk into a GameStop, it's just fucking Legos everywhere. Minecraft Diamond War swords, steaming stains all over the PS4 boxes. They don't have any PS5 games for some reason. The fucking employees asking you to pre-order something every 5 seconds. Do you want to pre-order Madden 3005, nigga? Nobody's going to hang out with Jones Brothers. What the fuck are you talking about, bro? They was trying to get foot traffic because they're doing a trade anything in day on December 6th, they announced. You can bring whatever into the store and get store credit. That's right, ladies and gentlemen. You can bring in your badass mama's robes, and you can get 50 cents for it towards your PS4 game. Scratch that, I take that back. According to the report, exclusions include hazardous and waste materials, so you cannot bring your mama's robes in, because we know that pussy is hazardous. Can't bring chemicals, liquids, batteries or items containing lithium-ion batteries, weapons and ammo. I mean, I guess. Yeah, I'm not gonna hold you. You know what's gonna happen with this shit? That exclusion list is basically everything. You know what's gonna happen with this list? This is just gonna attract crackheads, redheads, and shit like that. Niggas is gonna go steal niggas' radios out the fucking car, take it to GameStop. Hey, man, what can I get for this guy? What can I get for this guy? Oh, let me get the top. Let me get the top. This is fucking stupid. This is how desperate they are. And nobody wants to shop at your store. This friendly reminder, like a couple of months ago, the CEO of GameStop came out and said the reason nobody wants to shop at GameStop because of the woke mind virus. What the fuck does that have to do with it? Instead of internally looking at yourself and realizing why your company, GameStop is failing you because you guys cornered the market and then you haven't evolved on top. At least with stores like Walmart, they've cornered the market in a lot of small markets, but then they do provide everything that neighborhood needs. You guys cornered the market as being a specialty gaming store, and you go into the store, your stock is things that nobody wants. You got a wall full of fucking pops and PS4, and they're not even the pops anybody wants. Niggas don't collect pops. Last I checked, niggas fucking with the boo-boos or some shit. I don't know. Minecraft stories and stuff like that. Nobody wants that shit. I've been saying GameStop should change its business model to not just selling the latest games, but also creating a safe space for gamers and nerds. It should be like a pawn shop. Fucking sell Magic cards, Yu-Gi-Oh, Pokemon, some tables down, let niggas duel, read some graphic novels, station, run some tournaments, some fighting game tournament. Like, where's the community? There's no community. It's too corporate. You guys are a lost cause, and I feel like every 6 months we talk about how they're about to go out of business. And I can't wait for the this World War GameStop over here to the day I your main, you have to understand, your main competition is digital games. Why would anybody walk into your store and buy a physical copy when they can just download it? I mean, we should be trying to preserve games, but humans like the easier option. Did y'all see they tried to bring back the midnight launch for Black Ops 7? Did y'all see videos? I got videos of that from TikTok. There was nobody at the midnight launches. If you're gonna do a midnight launch, you have to entice people to come. What I would suggest, and I should be charging fuck niggas, but what I would suggest, if you're trying to bring back the midnight release, you gotta bring something into the store that entices people. Like an exclusive item. An exclusive collectible item for everybody who pre-orders the digital game. I mean, the physical game. When they come in, they get the item and they get like some collectible they can put on their desk or some shit like that. I don't know. It has to be something exclusive. They're doing
Yeah,
it
because I don't know
right now.
why
Everything comes out, Blockbuster,
they are
they got
definitely struggling at this point.
or glasses and shirt or something like that. Gotta get things for people that they want. And
Bring the power back to the players, man.
give them the sauce. Yeah. I mean, the reason I'm gonna give it to them is they ain't gonna listen anyway. That's why they got termites and shit all over their fucking road. Say KBC football and gun gamers. It is what it is. That used to be a thing in the early 2000s. I don't care no more. Call of Duty popcorn bucket. Like, Call of Duty players get the fucking home. The night Shay got was whatever that shit was straight on their own little mission. Going on a mission. They happened to be in Japan in November. To the 21st.
Yeah, because GameStop, they are looking mad bad, man. Like they said, man, bring anything, nigga, bring shit. They probably take your mama's dirty drawers if they are that damn desperate. How, how, how. So, how, your how.
I would say it's like having another this is called when you ask explain to myself just like your own track. It listens to your track and pulls in samples and really harmony and automatic.
Alright, we're doing another. My shit's recording. I'm getting toxic, bro. We finna do this last Carnalis mission. We finna get popping.
Hey man, we don't got time. One of Troy's crew saw Angelo driving to the airport. You gotta stop his ass before he can skip town and rebuild.
If your sample workflow still stuck, this is gonna be
Where the fuck you get the car from?
We don't got much time. If Lopez is able to get on that plane, we're fucked.
Japan is doing an exclusive collaboration with Sega with Shadow Theme and Timberlands, and I'm jealous because I want these. I'm not gonna lie, I want these. I don't know why these are not coming to America, but apparently you can only get them in the Shibuya cargo. You can now see them in the Taka stores on the 21st of November. I guarantee you the price of these are going to go on eBay.
Just got through paying this baby off.
ITVH, I was in the Apple store yesterday. There was a huge crowd playing 2K in the Apple TV. See Apple as a new player in the console war. Do I see them as a new player in the console war? No. Not until they fully commit.
Can you keep my
Until they
car
fully
from
commit
being towed?
as
Man, I'm sorry, but
as like
I'm trying to get there on time.
full blown. Because I mean the Apple TV console thing is just glorified. It's like one of those little boxes where you can play Android games. It's the same thing. Until they come out with the Apple console, nah, they're not serious contender. I'm gonna be honest, the same thing with Netflix. Netflix has kind of been wetting their feet in gaming. I recently just got Netflix because T-Mobile gave it to me for free. And they have a whole section of games that you can download, like premium games, but they're all like mobile games. I will not take Netflix seriously as a game studio or a game publisher until they publish their first AAA game that comes to main hardware, PS5, Xbox Series, PC, Steam machine. It's coming, but nah, I'm
Stop my car from
they're
getting fucked up.
doing half
Man, fuck your car, nigga. Fuck your car. That's how I think about your fucking car, nigga.
His name is the current CEO of Apple. There's rumors that he's geared to step up and step down. I mean, and a new CEO could be stepping up, and I hope so. Because I mean, so we getting some innovation to Apple. Tim Cook, yeah, there's rumors he's gearing up to step down in like next year. Because the Tim Cook era has been. Yeah, Tim Cook's a fucking phone.
Yeah.
It's innovation. They putting out Apple socks to carry your fucking phone. And you know, I just like to say if I could get on my soapbox for a moment. I don't know if y'all seen it. I don't know what it's called, but Apple announced this sock that carries your Apple
Hey
your
man,
iPhone.
you're a better shot.
It costs like
You take the AK, I'll take the wheel. We gotta fuck that plane up good.
Pre-order. I'm so disappointed in the United States of America.
Yeah.
We have the
Luz,
what is it
mamita,
called?
where
What's
are
it
you?
called? The Apple
Well,
is
there
the
you
Apple
are
Pocket.
talking to me. Chacho,
Y'all
Luz,
think I'm
mira,
fucking
I
funny?
apologized, okay?
They're releasing a
Kick your ass
sock
to the
that
airport.
holds your iPhone. It's just
What
a
do you
fucking
mean, why?
sock.
Have you seen the house? We gotta get out of town.
Look like
It
a slit in
doesn't
somebody's fucking
matter.
panties,
Just
bro.
pack
What
some
the fuck
things
is
and
this
let's
shit,
go.
man?
For
Y'all
God's
think I'm
sakes,
playing?
just leave
It's
them.
nothing but a sock.
I don't give a fuck. They're
It's gonna be
shoes.
$150.
Good.
This
I'm waiting
shit
for you.
sold out on
Bye-bye.
pre-orders. I'm
The
so
Blackberry should be
disappointed
here
in the
soon.
United States of America. Niggas be like, oh, I'm just misery. This is why. Y'all can't stop. Let it fly. Y'all can't stop buying.
Angelo?
What part of
We're
this
taking
does
off. You and you.
this, man?
Let's go.
I fucking hate this.
What about Luz?
This is
Fuck
crazy. And see, yeah, you get this shit off. Bro, go in your closet, get a tube socket, cut a hole in that bitch, and put your iPhone in it. It's the same shit. The same shit. This is why you want like corporations to continue to do whatever the fuck they want. It's because you continue to take whatever you want. If there was not a pre-order on this bitch, I guarantee you they would have canceled this shit. We all would have got a $20 credit on our account or some shit like that. They'll keep about it. Keep fucking about it. The current CEO of Apple's really been costing Apple's fan base, and they are too big. I've seen a lot of people switching to Android. Yeah, people are getting sick of this shit. Like, me, I'm just like, oh, y'all know that I'm switching to phone for phone to me, but like, yeah, they definitely. But it is the reason I haven't upgraded. I still have an iPhone 13. We on the 17. I don't see a reason to upgrade. They're not innovating. They're not doing anything. Yeah, exactly. Facts, K. I thought we was in a recession. Now all of a sudden we're not. We got $150 for some fitted panties.
Not bad, man. But we gotta do a lot more damage than that.
Then last but not least, the first set photos for the Zelda movie, which for those familiar with not the animated, it will be live action. They started filming and some images have appeared online. So here's the first look at the Zelda movie. I still think I feel about this movie does not talk. So I don't know if I want to watch a movie 2 hours back. He gonna get weird. Look swaggy. He doesn't look swaggy either. He looks like a fucking simp. And this nigga lip dry.
He look like a twink.
His lips are dry as hell. Not my lip.
I'm trying to, nigga, I'm trying to.
We're waiting for a trailer to drop, but this is one of those ones that, like, we'll ask for a Zelda movie. Much as I love Zelda, like, he admitted it doesn't talk. Like, how is this gonna work? At least Mario did talk, so then it's like you could make an excuse to give him more. He didn't talk a lot, but he did. Oh.
Keep unloading on that plane like that, and there's no way they can take off. Kill those motherfuckers before they blow us up.
I don't know why live action. But it looks like they're going for Breath of the Wild vibes. That's what I feel like they're. I'm getting Breath of the Wild vibes.
We're close, man. Just a little more.
Yeah, I just
Now
want
it's
to
gonna
open
be
up
nothing
y'all
but a
low
memory.
key. Live action anything.
Hey, I don't mean to rush you or nothing, but can
That's
you
my
please take that
batch
bitch
of
out?
articles that I got for you. Thank you to everybody who's been subbing and donating. Shout out to Big J. I did the big super chest.
Because nigga, you was fucking driving all over the motherfucking place like a goddamn maniac.
We don't got much
Let's
time.
move on
If
to
Lopez is
PlayStation.
able to get on that
Now,
plane, we're
for this
fucked.
next batch of articles, coming off the fresh off the heels of the announcement of the Steam machine. For those unfamiliar, last week, in fact, let me just write it a second. So if you don't keep up with the news, last week, Valve announced they are joining the console race by producing a PC hybrid called the Steam Machine, which is their second take at it. This will not be manufactured by a bunch of different companies. This will be made strictly by Valve, one setup. And with it is running on Steam OS. You'll be able to play all your games on Steam, but you'll also be able to do whatever other application you want, so you can Google Windows into it because it is a PC. Basically, what they're making is that rumored Xbox that we read about a month ago, where they were talking about it'll still have the Xbox OS, but if you want, you can boot into Windows and do more with it, like run Photoshop or Adobe Premiere, whatever. Valve beat Xbox to race, so the Valve, not Valve, but Microsoft shaking them up for this. Matter of fact, I saw a video this morning of Sarah Vaughn saying, "Hey guys, we're gonna be premium hybrids. They're trying to double the. Hey, we're still here. We don't care. Valve beat you to it."
Yeah.
And the reason just to catch up on this is when I first talked about this reveal, one of the arguments that I brought up is whether you care about this device or not. I think this is for people who are interested in PC gaming, Steam, the sales, the free online.
Hey man, you're a better
But
shot.
they were too
You
scared
take
to
the
go to PC
AK,
or
I'll
they
take
didn't
the
want to
real.
shit
We gotta
ability.
fuck
See,
that
this is
plane
who
up
this is
good.
for. I saw a lot of people in Okage highlights agree with me. The reason I'm bringing this back is I also brought up the argument whether you care or not to pick up one of these. This is good. This is a fourth player in the market, especially because one of the players, Xbox, is kind of waning away. We don't know where Xbox is going, so the competition is good. This means that Xbox has to get better. This means Sony, PlayStation, Nintendo, they all have to get better. Whether you care about this or not, this is great for competition, especially if this is aggressively priced at $400 to $700 somewhere. It's gonna like a lot of people are going to be switching from their console to PC gaming. But I also think that there's, like I said, in competition, it's needed because if Xbox is winning the way, yes, Nintendo and Sony are in competition, but not direct competition. Nintendo has the fancy and Sony has the hardcore gamers, so they're not in direct competition. It would be bad because Sony, they like to pretend like they're pro-consumer, but they are super anti-consumer. Friendly reminder for those that don't remember, back when the Xbox rolls back came out, they had that shit show where they announced that your Xbox would have to be always online, and their servers would leave your Xbox every 30 seconds to make sure to authenticate it. Otherwise, you wouldn't be able to use the Xbox. PlayStation was going to do the same thing with the PS4 until they saw the reaction that the Xbox got. They were going to fuck you over too. They do not give a fuck about you guys. This is a corporation. Stop cock punching some components, okay? And now I bring it full circle to say, once again, you gonna give me my fucking flowers because I was right. Xbox Insider says PlayStation is probably pulling back from PC days after saying day-and-date exclusives are coming. Now, just last year, Sony announced they are doubling down and releasing the PlayStation exclusives on PC. This is why the Steam machine is going to be a fucking threat. Because it's probably going to be cheap. You're going to be able to play Xbox, PC, PlayStation exclusives. You can emulate Nintendo games allegedly and everything. You'll be able to play everything on the fucking Steam machine in your Google. And I told y'all, Sony is not gonna like that shit. And now we're on the street and they don't. Yeah, let's Word on the street is Sony doesn't like that shit. Just when they were ready to double down on releasing Sony exclusives, there's a little competition. Now they're saying, wait a minute, we don't want to put our fucking games on the Steam machine. Earlier this week, Valve announced the Steam Machine, a new mini PC that repackages Linux gaming and a console-like
What are you
experience,
doing here?
with access to an enormous catalog of games out of the box. The conversation
So what's
around
in here?
exclusives have
Guns?
stirred up once again,
Money?
leaving
Some
everyone asking the
uncut
same
shit?
question: do they even matter? After
Actually,
all,
they're
Steam
this
Machine can
season's
play
new.
Xbox and
Bullshit, that's
PlayStation
last
games
year's
without
fall
restriction,
collection.
tearing down the
Nigga,
traditional
what-
walls,
True.
leaving Nintendo's the only major
man.
publisher
nigga,
in
Reason to piss
the
off
fuck?
right now.
at least for
Let's get
now.
going.
So,
Windows
what am I
Central
supposed to do
editor-in-chief
now?
I
Jeff
don't
Gordon,
fucking care.
who
I
we've
have no
referenced
place
plenty
to
of
go.
times, he is a
See,
reputable
answer
writer
A.
in the
But you
industry,
can't just leave
alleges
me
that
here.
Sony is
You're
looking
trying
to
my
step back
patience.
from
Can
its
you at least
PC
tell me
push
where
and keep
Manuel
its
is?
most prestigious single-player
I changed
games
my
within the
mind.
PlayStation
Shoot.
ecosystem going forward. It does
Yeah.
seem like the game that PlayStation released on PC
Good
didn't
job,
move the
man.
needle for them at
I'll
all.
tell Julius we're done.
That's cap as fuck.
Take Angelo's ride.
Anytime a
I'll
fucking
drive this
game, a
back to the
PlayStation
crib.
exclusive comes to PC, it sells like hotcakes.
You know what?
Now all of a sudden.
I think
All right,
Julius was right
so
about
question.
you.
This is how you know this shit's cap as